Melissa, I'm about to go fight for full custody of my son. I need you here to support me. Okay, I need you to take the stand for me. My mom's not showing up. She's not here. And I only have one person. I need two. I need as many people as I can get. So please, I'm sorry for hurting you. I'm not looking to get back with you or anything like that. I just need your support this one time. Okay, this is for full custody of my son, Melissa.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to the courtroom. I will be your Serafina Town custody judge. My name is Ryan Erie, and I will be presiding over the case today. And by the end of today's session, there will be a custody order in place for Junior Riley. We will be hearing both sides from Junior's mother, Miranda, to Junior's father, Joey. We will be reading you the rules of today's format. There will be one recess, but like I said, by the end, there will be a decision. Miranda Riley is fighting for full custody. Joseph Riley is fighting for full custody as well. Miranda Riley is seeking $400 a week in child support payments. Joseph Riley is countering that with $125 a week.
Understood. Understood.
The format for these custody hearings in Serafina Town are straightforward. They aren't complex. We try to keep things simple. There will be a time for both of you to state your case. You will give me reasons why Junior belongs in your custody. You will be asked questions by me. You will have a chance to bring up supporters, witnesses, whatever you guys want to call them. Again, we are very lenient here in the custody court, but we are fair. After your supporters are done with their testimonies, there will be a recess. And then there will be some final words from the both of you. You'll be given a chance to present any evidence in support of your case. But after all that, there will be a decision on who gets custody and what type of custody it is, whether it's full or joint. Is that understood?
I understand the rules. I understand the rules.
All right, we're going to begin the session. Serafina Town law says that the father states its case first. Joseph, please state your case as to why you deserve full custody of Junior Riley. Please elaborate, be detailed. Begin.
Your Honor, I'm nervous. I'm at a loss for words. I have stage fright right now. And I've went over in my head what I'm going to say a million times and I don't remember a single thing. And I'm nervous because I care deeply about my son. I care about losing him. And I know the Serafina Town laws state that if I lose custody today, I don't get to see him for a year. I can't fight for custody for a year. And my lawyer and I have provided pictures of me and Junior together, how much I love him. I've compiled a list of all the things I've bought for him, done for him. You can see just based off of that I'm a loving dad. Like, I love him to pieces. And even standing here in the same courtroom with Miranda as she tries to take full custody from me, I still love her. And I can be the first to admit that I've made some mistakes in my life as a husband and a father. I have. But I truly believe in my heart that there is no one more qualified to take care of my son full time. I love Miranda. but I do not think that she's financially or mentally capable of taking my son full-time, on a full-time basis. I have the patience, as you can see with some of the evidence I've provided to you today. She does not have patience when it comes down to it. Just looking at my history, my family history with her, she could have been more patient with my mother and my family, but she wasn't. And a lot of the stuff that happened between her and my family, I'm not putting all the blame on her, but I wouldn't say that she could handle my son full time with her patience. And that's not me criticizing her, I'm just stating facts. So when it comes down to money, when it comes down to the mental aspect of things, when it comes down to my house in general, apartment, my job situation, I can pay for daycare, I can take care of my son. That's really, I hope my stream of consciousness has been thorough enough, because I'm being as honest as I can today. And again, I still love my ex-wife. I really do. But I love my son even more. And I don't want to lose him.
Last year in July, back in New York City, you were in prison. You had a brief stint in prison. A couple months ago, you were investigated for switching babies in the hospital after your girlfriend's baby was born. It's all correct.
Yes, this is all correct. But I want to add to that, if I may. Last year, when I was in prison, I'm out. Everything that happened there, it's done with. I have served what I needed to serve, and my life is completely different right now, as my guests can vouch for me. The switching baby case was dismissed. I was investigated, but that was because of my ex-girlfriend and all the paternity stuff that was going on. But I was absolved of that, and I did not do that.
I have your child services case that was opened recently on you after you were in a dispute with Miranda over who has custody. She claims that you took him from her by force, but I see a lot of notes here from the child services agent that you had some red flags.
All that information, Your Honor, is valid aside from taking Junior by force. I did not take Junior by force. I took my son home with me. And I was not ready to take my son home with me, but I did not deem Miranda fit to watch him. So child services found some red flags because my house was not set up to have a baby in it, a toddler. And so I corrected all of those issues. And I did have words with the child services agent because I was under a lot of pressure and they were very intrusive, but everything was rectified and everything was handled.
Your lawyer had a chance to go over with you everything that I have documented here in terms of your child custody case, prior arrests, job history, financial information, how you just moved to Serafina Town. Everything that you were shown by your lawyer is correct.
Everything that I saw in that file is absolutely correct. And every mistake that I've made, I've apologized for and tried to really rectify. I also think that my former fans can kind of twist things to make me look bad, and I have to deal with that too. But everything's correct.
All right. No further questions for Joseph Riley. Miranda Riley, please state your case. Be detailed, be elaborate, be thorough.
Okay, Your Honor. I don't know if I have much to say other than I wish I wasn't here having to do this, because I was in a loving marriage with Joey, And I do believe that I gave him enough chances for us to not be here. But he always sided with his mother, which always caused a rift in the family. His mother was violent at times, conniving. She tried to poison me, as you can see in the files. And I still forgave him and tried to overlook everything, as my fans can attest. I have given him chance after chance after chance. Even standing by him when he went to prison. It was shortly after he met Melissa, his now ex-girlfriend, if I'm correct, where he cheated on me, not trying to play victim, because I forgave him with that as well, until I found out that she was pregnant with his baby, which I thought was his baby, but it wasn't. And it was paternity test after paternity test that she faked, and I put up with that. And the final straw was when he left me and Junior, which is why at this point I'm choosing sole custody, because I no longer want to see Joey. I no longer want him in my life because I feel like he's a danger to me and my son. And I hate saying that, but it's true. He did try to take Junior by force and succeeded, and would not give Junior back to me. His girlfriend has broken into my home and done the same thing at times. I'm only seeking sole custody because I feel like I'm in danger. I moved to Serafina Town so that he can't find me. That's really all I have to say. I don't want to stand here and hype myself up as a mom, but I love my son. I would do anything for him. And my track record, I think, speaks for myself, if I can speak in a humble way. I have no incidents with Junior, and the case that was opened on me in terms of child custody was because of me being left with his ex-girlfriend's baby. You know, that wasn't my fault. If it was, I would own up to it. So I think that I am fully capable of taking care of Junior full-time.
Miranda, your lawyer did the same thing that Joey's lawyer did, in terms of showing you the records that I have, in terms of any time that police have been at your door, child services cases, job history, financial information, some phone records that Joey's lawyer turned into us, some surveillance footage from his home, showing you spanking Junior. Is this all valid information?
Everything in the file that has been given to you, everything that I've seen, it's valid. I'm not hiding behind anything.
Okay, my next question was going to be regarding the information that Joseph provided me, that you had a scandal at your college when you were younger, that you had a rendezvous with Joey's ex-girlfriend's father, as he is quoted saying you broke up his ex-girlfriend's parents' marriage. I will be dismissing this information as it is not valid to the case today. Are you okay with that, Miranda?
Thank you. I am perfectly okay with you doing that, but even if he wanted to use that against me, that was over 10 years ago. And I have owned up to what I did in college. I was aware that her father was married, and I still did what I did. And I have apologized to her, and I have tried to make up for it, and I own that.
Okay, my final question to you, Miranda, is would you classify your relationship with Joseph's family as contentious? And do you take any fault for the issues that are listed here in my files?
I would describe my relationship with his family as contentious, yes. I don't take fault for the horrible things that they've done, but I do take fault for me not picking my battles sometimes. But that's it.
Thank you, Miranda. Joseph, you may call your first supporter to the stand.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your time. I would like to call my dear friend, Chelsea, who I met at work. Who some people even call my work wife. Chelsea. Hello. My name's Chelsea Vanguard, and I am a work acquaintance with Joey, but I know him personally. I'm going to keep things brief, but get to the point. I have seen Joey be a father. I've seen him go through divorce. And he's a strong individual. He's flawed, but he never lets his flaws get in the way of his family. I don't think he intends to hurt anyone. And what I've seen with him being a dad, it's that he truly cares. He's devoted. When he talks about his son at work, he is borderline obsessive. And I would classify him as someone who could take care of his son full time. I would back him 100%. I've only ever seen positive things from Joey, and I am always impressed with how he is with his son. I think he can be emotional at times, but that's only because he loves his son so much. I think he's all about family, and if you take anything from what I just said today, it's that he truly belongs with his son full time. That's all I have to say.
Okay, I have it listed here that you have no other supporters, so we are going to move on to Miranda. Miranda, you may call your first supporter to the stand to plead their case.
Okay, the first person I would like to represent me is my own mother, Kristen. Hello, everyone. I'm Miranda's mother, and I just want to say that my daughter is one of the best moms that I know, and she's been through a lot. Joey's family has put her through hell, and she has never done anything illegal. She's never laid a finger on Junior. She's a great single working mom, and at times I found it hard to embrace her being a single working mom because I thought it was going to be too much for her. But she proved me wrong. She proved to me that you could work a full-time job and still take care of a son all by yourself. And I doubted her because I couldn't do that. And I have seen her do incredible things with Junior. And she makes me proud every day. I'm not here to put Joey down. I'm not here to attack anyone. I'm just here to tell you, Your Honor, that my daughter is the best person to take care of Junior full time. And she deserves sole custody. I really do believe that. I would take a lie detector test if you gave me one. That's all I have to say.
Okay, your lawyer showed me that this next person is unconfirmed, that you were unsure if they were going to show today. Would you like to introduce your next supporter if they're here today?
Yes. The second person who has agreed to represent me today, be my supporter, it's Joey's mother, Mildred. Mom? I know it may come as a shock to all of you that I'm going against my son, but I don't do it out of malice. I do it out of logic. I do not like Miranda. I never liked her as my daughter-in-law, and I always thought that Joey could do better. Joey needs someone to improve him, to make him better, because at times I have failed as a mother to do that. But Miranda did not do good at making him a better person. But I can admit that he made Miranda a worse person. When it comes down to the custody of my grandson, though, out of the both of them, I have to admit that Miranda is a better parent. She has more common sense, and I trust her with my grandson, as much as that pains me to say. I do not like her still, but she did allow me to see my grandson before all of this happened, which shocked me. I can admit that. Joey at times does not pull his tongue. He does not respect me as a mother. He blames me for his problems, and he's let me down on numerous occasions. But frankly, as a woman who came out of an abusive marriage, was cheated on and abandoned, watching my son do all of that to Miranda makes me sick, even though I do not like her. So that's why I'm here today, going against him, because he reminds me of his father sometimes. Joey, I do love you, and I will always love you as a son. But I need to see my grandson, and I need to teach you a lesson. That's all I have to say, Your Honor.
Okay, I thank you all for your testimonies. I thank you all for your cooperation and patience. I know this can be a very long process, which is why we will be taking a recess now. Thank you.
Damn, yo, I can't believe she called my mother. My mother betrayed me. And I also can't wear this stupid jacket anymore. I'm sweating up a storm. I don't know how I'm doing in there, Chelsea. I don't know what the hell to do. I'm stressing out. I feel like Miranda's doing better than me. I don't know if I'm imagining it or what. I don't know if I'm like hot. Joey, I think you're doing phenomenal. I really do. I think you just need to have you. You know what, Joey? Come here. Oh. Chelsea. I thought you just wanted to be like, work acquaintances. But by all means, I'm not complaining. Well, now you know the truth. From what I've seen today out of you in the courtroom, it's really attractive. And I think if you just stick to this, I think you're gonna get full custody. I really do. All right, Chelsea. All right, let's go back in. Mill, I know it wasn't easy going against your son, but in the long term, you did the right thing, and I really appreciate it. If the judge rules in my favor, you will get to see Junior. I promise. I just thank you for being honest. Please, Miranda, I don't need the praise. I appreciate the kind words, but I just hope that if you do get custody, you keep to your word and you let me see my grandson.
Okay, everyone, thank you for returning. Hope you enjoyed your recess. After looking over the files, listening to the testimonies, my decision is made. In regards to Junior Riley's custody, I will not be granting Miranda Riley full custody. I will also not be granting Joseph Riley full custody. But I will be granting Joseph Riley 2 days visitation rights. And those visitation rights are to be supervised for 6 months. If you are to show good behavior, we can reduce the 6-month time frame of the supervision. In terms of the child support, I am ordering Joseph Riley to pay $300 a week to Miranda Riley until 1 year has passed, and then we will redecide those parameters. Is that understood?
Oh my God. Understood. Understood.
Also want to make some very important clarifications. Just because Miranda does not have the label of full custody, because she is the parent with more custody, in terms of Junior staying with her more days out of the week and living with her. She will supersede you, Joseph, in a few areas which we have provided to you in your file. For example, where he attends school, where he will be living, certain medical information. I also want to stress that you're not going to want to miss any visitation days or child support payments. If you miss any of them without an excuse, your visitation rights will be stripped, and we will be revisiting your child support payment system. So if you are to miss a day or you are to miss a payment, there must be a valid excuse provided to the court within 24 hours. We have outlined how you can do that as well. I thank you both for coming to the court today. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. This custody order is enacted after this session. And I thank you, both of you. Have a great day.
Understood.